All right, we're going to do another mystery challenge lab day, another day of torture. So we'll get started. We're doing practitioner, any category. Let's see if we can do a little better. All right, so we have a submit solution. We have an account with products, with categories, I mean. Nothing there. Let's see if we have an account. I have a feeling that this one is going to be a SQL injection one. Okay, so that means we need to go here, proxy, HTTP history, and go there, send to repeater. Repeater, let's double check. Let's see what kind of SQL injection. Tracking ID. What? Why are we going invalid? Oh, we didn't have one. Yeah, we don't have one. So maybe it's not SQL injection, and I'm jumping the gun for no reason. Oops. Shoot. Okay. Let's, it's not like an easy SQL injection, is it? That would be cool. No. Not an easy SQL injection. I'm going to say not SQL injection at all. At least that's my guess. Let's send this to repeater. This is in the filter. We got a 200 OK with a 5632. Let's send with 2 single quotes. Same. Okay. Let's look for something else. We did click everything, so let's go through proxy, HTTP history, and start looking for anything interesting. No. Submit, SEG, logo, and product. No. I already looked at the home page. Login. CSRF. The tracking ID makes me think that it's tracking ID cookie. Is that set here, secure HTTP only for both? Same site, none on session. Okay. Whoops. Let's go here. And we will do extensions. Oh, I unloaded them. Let's go. Extensions. No. Looks good. Looks good. I'm going to do HTTP request smuggler, launch all scans. Let's make sure that's running. It is slow, but it is running. Let's go to my script, cd hd request smuggling python quick detection pi. I should have just run my script, copy link, paste. Oh, whoops. I need to activate the virtual environment, so I have the H2 library, request smuggling, and then run it. Let's also open, we're going to use, what is it called? Xmind. Xmind, and we're going to go open test stages. I'm going to start going through these. SQL injection, maybe. XSS, I don't see it. CSRF, I don't see it. Clickjacking, no. Cores, no. Request smuggling, maybe. Authorization, no. Maybe. Let's see if we have a admin page. Not found. So no admin page. Authentication, maybe. Web cache poisoning, I don't remember seeing any of those. Let's go proxy. I don't see any there. No headers to indicate caching. Oh, we just have the cache control, but that's not enough. Web cache poisoning. Host header. I didn't see any scripts or any way we would be able to inject that. No OAuth, no JWT. So that left authentication, SQL injection, and possibly request smuggling. I'm going to say no on request smuggling. So authentication and SQL injection. SQL injection would need to be we don't have anything there. Pets. This didn't error, so it'd have to be blind. Or 1 equals, let's just try this. We get the exact same response back for both. Let's check sizes real quick, just to be sure. 4213, 4213. So no changes. I mean, they could have been tricky about it. Hopefully they weren't. Let's go to dashboard or target, see cacheable HTTPS responses. Let's check this. Response. cache type. We don't have, or cache control, have any, no, refer like a strict pack. Authentication, or I'm not convinced that it's not SQL injection yet. Even though because of the tracking ID, let's do this. Let's go to repeater. And this is one right here that we sent a single quote and a double quote. Let's go to the single quote one. We'll send this to comparer. We'll go to the double quote one and send it to comparer. And then in comparer, we'll do words and sync views. All right. So that's, I'm going to say probably not. So that leaves us authentication, right? CD authentication. 2FA no, broken brute force protection IP block. So it could be one of those broken. Let's start looking through broken IP block. Look for one with a shop. That one has a blog. Vim broken brute force protection multiple credentials. That one has a blog. Vim brute. You know what I should do? Forcing a. Not this one. Should do this. Login test. I don't know what that is. Did I check what did the cookies look like? No, that looks fine. Password brute force via password change, reset, user enumeration, to blog, to blog, to blog, and a blog. Dang, so it's not authentication. So was I wrong? Is it SQL injection? SQL in conditional errors. Let's start going through these. These are all going to be shops, and they're all going to act on the self.tracking ID, which we have. That's why I think it may be SQL injection. How can I verify SQL injection if we don't, it would be blind, right? Let's do this. Let's send proxy. Let's send this to intruder. Intruder. We're going to clear. Add. And then payloads. Load. No, not load. We'll do from list. SQL injection. We'll try that. What do we want base? We want base to be, so payload, we want to add match replace, match regex, base with nothing. Okay. Let's start this attack. And see how we do. That means, yep. So we've got it pretty good. Let's go over our sitemap again, just real quick. SQL injection, maybe. XSS, doubtful. CSRF, no. Click jacking, no. Cores, no. Request smuggling, we don't have any indication of that, right? Target, no. We have the cache, but authorization, no. Authentication, no. Web cache poisoning, I don't think so. What would we poison, right? I mean, the only scripts we saw, let's go through proxy. Only scripts. So let's filter by script. Oh, whoops. I did the opposite of what I wanted, didn't I? Well, no, we got lab header. Whoops. I'm messing up a lot. So here's all the scripts. Mystery objective. Nothing stands out. We want HTML, XML. I don't want CSS. We'll grab other text. We'll grab images. And we'll grab Flash. Images? Nah. Something like that. All right. Let's go back to Intruder. And we'll see how this is doing. Internal server error. With a percent sign. This is slow. Okay. Let's look at all the ones or username like percent. Percent sign caused internal server error. And it was URL encoded. What are these payloads? Dang, it's a lot. This one has a percent. I'll bet you this one has a percent in there too. Yep. And the last one has a percent also. So percent sign definitely screws this up. Everything else looks exactly the same, except for when we put a percent sign in. Okay. SQL injection is looking less likely by the minute. The only other attack I want to do is this. Send to send to intruder. And intruder, I'm going to clear. I'm going to add. I'm going to delete all of this. So we just have pets. Add that. Payloads. I'm going to do the fuzzing full. And do the same match and replace for base with nothing. We'll start that attack. 4208. That's different. So this is 4208. We've got a bunch of different. So with just pets, it's a longer response because we actually got products back. With a single quote, we got 4202. I don't know if this is double. We got 4208. And we're going to send this to, let's clear out comparer. And let's send to comparer and send this one to comparer. Do by words. Views. So the content length is a little bit different. So it was 2 single quotes, and the only difference is that it reflected that. It could be an XSS. Maybe I jumped the gun on that one. The problem with this is that it's reflecting pets. The contents of our search. We want to look right here. So on line 63, these are all 2 characters. We can skip that. Look at that. That's weird. So it took 2 backslashes and replaced them with 4 backslashes. So auto escaped the backslash. Which is interesting. I'm going to skip down. So, that leads me to believe that it could be XSS. So it auto escaped those. But we would need for XSS, because we're in HTML context, we need an HTML tag. And that would mean something like this. Yeah, we can't get XSS if it's going to encode these characters. This is finished. So don't think it's SQL injection. I don't think it's anything. I think this one has no vulnerabilities based on my initial review. Let's enter OAuth. GT. Only thing is this reflection and that tracking cookie makes me think these are my two paths, my exploit paths. Filter category and tracking ID. Let's fail and reveal objective. What would it be? It's gonna be like delete Carlos or something. Induce target DNS. It is a SQL injection, out of band SQL injection. Dang it. So how would I SQL injection out of band? It's this one. So it's Oracle. Why didn't... Let's try this. Before we go any further. So this, something like, well, I didn't fuzz any out of band. I'm going to discard this. Intruder. What was this one? This one had the stuff we would need, doesn't it? Dang it. How do I... Can I expand this? Yeah. MS SQL right here. Oh, I probably need to replace domain. Dang it. Add. Match, replace, regex, boom, boom, domain with, dang it, collaborator, copy to clipboard, intruder, add, match, replace, domain with this. Okay. Start attack. And the hope is that one of these or extract value will ping. I didn't even see those. I should have looked though. How can I tell if it slept for 20 seconds? Attack, columns, time of day. Response received. What is columns? Response completed. I guess this is probably it. The difference received and completed. I'm going to have to look that up. I wish intruder would show let's see. Burp intruder show response time. If you launch intruder, then you have many column where you can add response. But what do those columns mean? Response received, response completed. Burp intruder response received, response completed. Related, well, time taken to receive or complete the response. How does it know? Oh, this must be, okay, so this must be from the time that we sent it to the time we receive a response. And this, because that's response received, response completed, and this, I don't know. That isn't time taken to receive or complete the response. What's the difference? If I receive a response, you can get a number related to the seconds it took for the response to complete, for example. But response received. If anybody knows, if anybody can give me a definitive, this column denotes we send out a request and it takes 109 seconds to get the response, or 198 seconds, or that's way too long. That's like 3 minutes. 198 milliseconds to receive a response back. But then, so if that's true, what does response completed denote? The time it takes to render the page? Received? I don't know. I don't know the difference between these two. It'd be helpful if someone could explain that to me. I don't see any. There's a 5. Let's go to the top. No. That's not what we wanted. Let's go to collaborators. Oh, we did get a hit. Son of a gun. Well, that's cool. Now, how do we correlate this to here? We need to do a different attack. Discard. So let's go back to intruder and edit this rule. We're gonna, oh, no, we can't. How do we know which? So we know that it's SQL injection. We don't know which one worked. How would we be able to figure that out? We can do a different attack altogether. This seems like the wrong way to do it. But if I do question mark, add, and then I change from sniper to this one, pitchfork, first payload from each set. And then in payloads, I do for payload 1, I do a numbers sequential from 1 to, I don't know how many are in, we'll do 100 step by 1. We're going to remove this and this because we don't need it there. And then in 2, simple list, we'll do the SQL injection, fuzzing, SQL injection. We're going to add, match replace with base, and we're going to replace it with nothing. And then we're going to go to collaborator, copy to clipboard, intruder, add, rule type, match or replace, boom, boom, domain with this. Okay. How many payload count? 166. So if we go to 1 and do 166, now they match. Okay. If we start this attack, this will now let us know which column. Well, I guess the request column could have done the same. No. No. Discard. Because we want, positions. Dang it. How do I get that through? I don't know how to tell. This isn't because this number isn't going to be received by collaborator. And that's what I really need, is to have a number here so I can relate it back to, or something unique here so I can relate it back to the payload, right? The payload is here. I can modify this manually, but that seems lame. How would I domain payload processing? Is there another way to replace play with base value? What does that do? Add prefix, but that's static. Encode, decode, hash. Add raw payload. Skip if matches. Invoke burp extension. Place. I don't know. If somebody out there knows, let me know. How can I get, and here's the problem. Right now I've got this list of payloads, and I'm replacing the domain with something from Collaborator. How will I know which of these interacted with Collaborator? Because in Collaborator, we only see the DNS query, so exactly the domain sent. We don't see the payload that triggered that request. I can't think of a way to do that. At least programmatically. We need positions. There's a different payload set which we could. No. I don't know. All right. Well, let's start this attack. And then we'll go through and see. We'll try to do it by time, because it should take a little bit extra to. It's not very reliable, but so we'll do columns. We'll add that. We'll add this. Response received. Response completed. Again, I wish I knew what these columns meant. Let's go burp intruders. There's Timinator. Maybe we could add I wonder if there's an extension that does what I'm talking about with replace the payload with something. We could also build a macro, right? That seems more trouble than it's worth right now. Let's see. Timinator. Nah. While that's running, I'm gonna do this real quick. Burp intruder relate payload with DNS request. What else? No. So I want. There's got to be a good way to do this, and I wish I knew what it was. I don't want this one. I want to go back to intruder here, and then I don't know where I moved it. Here's where I moved it. So we're complete here. So how do we arrange this? so that it's not dir tree. These two took the longest, but they're dir tree, and it's not that. I know it's like one of these. Internal server error. It's one of these XML ones, right? It's not a dir tree. Let's send this to intruder. No, repeater. And in repeater, root, entity, system, HTTP, right here, we're going to put 1 dot. And then we're going to send that in collaborator. We're going to check if we receive a request for 1 dot. We do not, so it's not that one. Intruder. We want to go back to there. This one. We'll send to repeater. I guess we can send a few. Send to repeater. These are all 500s. What's another? Was it only XML? Yeah. It's only XML from Oracle. So let's look for any others. That looks to be good. Now let's go to repeater. We're going to start. This one has, okay. So I'm going to set 5 here because that's the tab number. So 5 dot. This one will be, I guess I can send it. This one will be 6 dot. And this one, I gotta sneeze, excuse me, will be 7 dot. Okay. Did I not send this one? 6 dot. All sent. Poll now. Did not get any hits. Go 5. All right, let's go by request. We're going to start over. Start with here. Send to repeater. Here. Send to repeater. This one and this one. Send, we can't do multiple. I guess I can do like the keyboard shortcut. Save a little time. It looks like we've got them all now. So if I go to repeater and 7 was the end of our, so this one's going to be 8 dot send. This one's going to be 9 dot send. This one will be 10 dot send, and this one will be 11 dot send. So let me just double check all of these, make sure I did it right. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Let's go to collaborator. We got nothing. How is that possible? How is it possible that intruder got something, but we did not? Unless it's some... Is it like Dirt Tree? I didn't think it was. Or like a select load file. Dang. Request. All right. Let's do anything with a domain this time. Domain. I'm going to do Control R. Control R. So I'm just selecting all of these. And sending them to repeater. Seems like a silly way to do this. And I'm going to have to see how we can correlate I could make a payload, a domain payload for each request. What about that? So I could probably do this real quick in Python. IPython. Where am I? Oh, let's go to the right. Let's go to CD. Let's go to CD temp. TMP. And IPython. So I'm going to do domain equals. We'll grab a domain, copy to clipboard. No, because I need the match and replace. Unless we export. Suck. We could also do turbo intruder, right? That'll give us a little bit more control over it. Or I can just go through and do this like what I'm doing manually. That's it. We've gone through them all. So let's continue with the manual. We ended at 11. So, easy peasy, right? HP 14, 15, 16, 17. Really, I'm trying to work out how I would do this during the test, right? How would I work out 8, 19? I think I messed up a number. This should be 18. That should be 17. So I'm just kind of going through, how I would try to fix it to see if I have a better idea. Let's send up to 22 to see if we get a response. So send, 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 send. Oh, we definitely got a hit. See collaborator link lit up. So one of those worked. Which one worked? 13. 13 worked. What was 13? Intruder, repeater. Okay, so this was UTL in address get host. Interesting. I don't know what that does. Let's see if there's any others that will work. Where am I? $22. I'm at 23. 23 dot 24 dot 25 dot 26 dot 27 dot 28 dot 29 dot 30 dot. Let's just go to 30. Well, we only got 10 more. Might as well just finish. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. And 42. Okay. Oh, there is no other ones, right? We already know that. I don't know what just happened. Because if there was other ones, we would have seen other hits. So 13 is the only one in this set that would have worked. 13 is the UTL in ADDR. Let's look up what that is. UTL in ADDR. It's Oracle. So then we could look up in our SQL injection on how to exfiltrate data using Oracle. So file open. We want SQLI, which hopefully I have. Yeah. Open. We're going to close. I think. There we go. Oh, I am giant, huge idiot. All right. Well, let's go here. SQLI cheat sheet. And batch time delays, DNS lookup. So we could do one of these, right? Since we know it's Oracle. We could do this. Oh. We did this. That's cool. So did we already solve it, by the way? Yeah, we did. And we solved it as soon as we triggered the UTL in adder. All right. Not terrible. We didn't do a great job, but not terrible. Figured it out. All right, let's start a new one. Do I want to redo burp? We have a lot of cruft in there from... I probably do. Let me wait till this comes up. All right, I'm going to reset burp. So, did I close it? There we go. Whatever. Burp. Exit already. Yes, I'm sure. What's going on now? It's locked up. There we go. Burp. Temporary. Next. Next. I don't know how close that mic needs to be. Okay, let's refresh this. And then we've got an exploit server. We've got no account stuff. View details. We've got nothing there. Oh, view last product. Interesting. How does that work? History. Okay, I didn't see any. I was looking for JavaScript. Didn't see any of that. Let's go to the top. See if we see mystery objective. Mystery reveal. Nothing there. Nothing there. Headers. All right. Product 1. There's the headers. Resource. Right here, document.cookie equals last view windows dot location plus, so it's setting a cookie and we can control the cookie, right? Last viewed product equals window dot location. Because it's concatenating here, we can modify the cookies, or we can get into, yeah, we can set the cookie to anything we want. I don't know yet if we can do like insert carriage returns to add random headers. But that would be my guess. So let's look at, we have a session, secure HTTP only, last viewed product. Which is not HTTP only, makes sense. Exploit server. So what I think we need to do is window.location, window.location inspect console. If I do window.location, we get the full URL. What if I do %O A percent, sorry, 0D blah? What would happen then? Invalid product ID. What does our cookies look like? Oh, I would need to do it in like a pound, right? Window dot location. Does it still has everything? So then what would have happened? It does do an enter. How can we take advantage of this? We could set, I think we need to mess with the other person's, with our victim's cookie. Document.cookie. So what if we do document.cookie equals blah. How do we do carriage return? Oh, we probably need semicolon set cookie. I don't remember this, but it's a way that we can, let's look at our code. And what would this be in? Probably in DOM. Clobbering. What's clobbering? Oh. Cookie manipulation. Sounds right. And so this just does cookie manipulation. This just adds. I don't think that's right. We don't have well, do we? No, we would have seen that. I don't see it in DOM. Let's check XSS. Angular sandbox. Document write. HTML, jQuery. Event handlers. Double quotes. JavaScript URL. Form CSRF. What's this one? Oh, this is to change email. I don't think it's that because stealing cookies, it's not this, right? Yeah. But what if we did something like that? Stored context. What if we did, and I don't know if this will work. What if we went back here and we said our cookie we want product 1, boom, view page source. So where's that script? Document last view product plus window.location. So we're going to do a semicolon here, boom. And then, or we can do it here. Carriage return line feed. Oh, we can straight up enter XSS right here and just cut off this. So if we do a semicolon, alert 1, that should, and then comment out the rest of the line, which would be //. Let's try this. Invalid product ID. Oh, we need this in pound. And it did not work. Why not? Let's see. Let me delete all this stuff. Window.location is the whole thing. I guess I can't escape that. Yeah, I can't escape. But why isn't it? Let's do this. We'll do console.log copy. Console.log this. So our semicolon is not treated as, it's treated as text, even though there's concatenation. And no matter what I do, just double check this to correct that. It'll always just be, oops. Dang it, how do I Control D? There we go. Window.location. Yeah. But can we do open redirect? So if we did pound, no. It's got to be messing with the cookies. With the like %0A, %0D stuff. All right, let's do this. Let's cd grep -r %0a ri. No. All right, let's check last viewed product. That's not going to be in there, but all right, let's reveal objective. We know where the vulnerability lies. Maybe this will give us a clue. Calls the print function. Didn't we look at that vulnerability? cd dom vim. What one was it? Cookie manipulation. It was this one. Cookie manipulation. Why does this ampersand single quote the ampersand? So if I did product one ampersand single quote script alert one script don't get, oh, but we do when we, no, document, I can't read the cookies, but I can hear. Yeah. So if I go home and go, oh, that's where we're reflecting it. Inspect. It's, dang it. It's in the HTML of this. So I do need to inspect. So let me edit as HTML over here, make it a little, why doesn't control, oh, it does work, but not over here. Oh, it does. Just didn't do it when I wanted it to. I get it. You're touchy. Why? How do I not view all of this? There. Okay. This is what I wanted to do. What the crap? Scroll up just a little bit. Hello. Scroll up. Okay. Scroll over. Perfect. So this is what our thing did, right? We need to close out. So that's how we messed up, is we didn't close out the HTTP history right here. We needed ampersand %27. We needed %3. Oh, send to repeater. %3e. Send that. Let's just copy URL. We will visit it. Cool. And then when we go home, boom. Sweet. Let's redo this. Close this. And that's how we got exploit. So now we just need to deliver it. And we can deliver it with an iframe or a location. Let's do the opposite of what we did in the script. We did an iframe, so we're going to do a script here. So script location equals copy URL. Whoops, copy URL 1. We're going to tell them to go here and script. And once they go there, they'll have that in their cookies so that when they visit the home page, store, it will fire. View exploit. This is from the last one. Now it's set it is from the new one. We can tell that if I go to the exploit server, which I don't have open, and we put in, instead of alert 1, we'll do 2 because I'm a giant wuss and I don't want to figure out if quotes will cause an issue. All right, fine. Single quote, blah. Single quote. We'll try it. View exploit. I didn't store it. Probably need to store it. Home. There's our blah. Sweet. So we do have it. Go to exploit server. Let me make sure I store this. And we will deliver to victim and solve this mother trucker. Oh, we need to make sure it calls the print. Print. We can have, yeah. I don't think that'll cause an error. So store, deliver. What's up? What's up, Web Security Academy? Where's my banner? We caused it to print. Script print. Field objective. Calls the print function in the victim's browser. This time we... Oh, crap. We do need iframe because we needed to load up, set the cookie, and then go back to home, and we want to do that all automatically. My bad. 1. Exploit server. So we need iframe source equals this, and then we need on load equals double quote location equals copy. We'll single quote this, boom, and the double quote, and close the iframe. Store. Now let's see if it auto exploits for us. Yeah. And now we just deliver that to the exploit victim. Click over here. Now we've got it. Boom. All right. Well, that's all I got for today. We did 2. I don't know how we did today. I'm bad at judging. I probably got at least 1 more day. And then I don't think I'm going to do much more than 1 more day. But then I'm going to do how to prepare. So I'm going to do these 8 labs. Take the practice test. Five practitioner letters. Yeah. So we've done plenty of that. I'm gonna do these 8 labs, take the practice test maybe on Sunday, and then try to take the test uh, next week. We'll see. All right, thanks. See you next time. Goodbye.